Hello guys, welcome back to Manala's Arc. In this video we want to work with trigonometric equation. This paper is a Gauteng provincial paper that was written in 2021, right? So to get straight to it, trig equations these are normal equations. You just solve for them like how you solve for normal equations, right? So let me show you how. For instance, the first question says, okay, here the instruction says determine the acute angle B to two decimal places. Now, once they give you this statement that says to two decimal places, they are begging you to use your calculator, which means do not solve these things without a calculator. You need a calculator for these things, right? So now this is equals to 0,215 as they say. Now what you need an arc sine. An arc sine, it's you taking sine to the other side. You'll be left with b minus 17,80,8. This is a degree, sorry. I'm getting tired now. 17,8 degrees is equals to the arc sine of 0,215. Then afterwards you pull out your calculator. Wait, in fact, you don't pull out your calculator now. I want you to use your calculator at the very end. So you're going to say you need to transpose this now to the other side. So that is beta is equals to the arc sine of 0,215, and then this negative 17,8, when it gets to the other side, it becomes a positive 17,8 this way. Now beta is going to be equals to, now you can pull out your calculator here, right? There we go. Now look at what I did. I did the sine of this thing, and then I closed the brackets, and then I said plus 17,8. That's how I got the 30,23 degrees. They said to two decimals, right? So rounding off the one here, it becomes 30,23. So I'm going to say this is equals to 30,23 degrees, because when you talk about beta, we are talking about measuring an angle, right? Is that good? Now 4.3.2, it says the tangent of 3 beta is equals to root 3. Now again, you don't waste time, you need the arctangent. As you can see there, and then afterwards what do? I send 3 to the other side. My beta is going to be equals to, you don't touch the calculator now, you want to touch the calculator at the end, because the more you're touching the calculator, the more you'll make mistakes. So here you divide the side by 3 and you'll divide the other side by 3. That will give you a beta of, let me use the calculator, that is giving us how much? That is giving us 20 degrees. You see how easy are these things? There's no struggle here. 20 degrees. Now a question of 3 marks and a question of 2 marks, in total 5 marks. I've done that under 4 minutes. When people say in the exam there's no enough time, I get surprised. I'm writing as I'm explaining, but there is more time. So here I have 3 sine beta over 2 is equals to 2,012, right? So first things first, I need to remove the 3 independently. That's going to give me the sine of beta over 2 is equals to 2,012 all over 3. Now the 3, it went to the other side by division, right? Afterwards, I remove the sine. I remove the sine by the arc sine. Now here I have the arc sine of 2,012 all over 3, right? And then now I remove the 2, I get it to the other side. To remove the 2, I'll multiply both sides by 2. So here I'll have 2 multiplied by this arc sine of 2,012. You see what I'm doing? I'm avoiding to touch the calculator. I want to touch the calculator at the end. Now we can touch the calculator. Now this, in our calculator we get 84,24. 84,24. Let me write it down. 84,24. Now look at that, 8 marks done in less than 5 minutes. Now I'm left with the question that says That's about a trig expression again, right? Let me clear the space and do the question. I hope you pause the video and solve the questions on your own first, because here, this is where you're collecting marks. Now, in this situation, I want you to read the statement here. It says, determine the value of the expression without the use of a calculator. Now, here they said determine what to 2 decimal places. And I said to you, when they say to 2 decimal places, they are begging you to use the calculator. Now, in 4.4, they are saying without the use of a calculator. Now, in this situation, when they say without a calculator, they're basically saying to you, do it any way you can do it, just don't give us decimals. Easy, right? Do it any way you can do it, just don't give us decimals. Now I'm going to show you how easy is that. I'm going to start by drawing a division line here. Let me put it here. It's not perfect, it's rough on the edges, but it's fine. That's my division line, this whole division line that you see there. Afterwards, I want the tangent of 30. Now let me show you what you do here. You want to come to your calculator and say, pop, tangent of 30, press equal sign. It gets you what? Root 3 over 3. Boom, done. Root 3 over 3. Then you go to cosecant. Now you have to understand what is cosecant. Remember we said we have cosine, we have sine, we have tangent. Now this is called tangent, this is cosecant, and this is secant, right? Now when we have cosecant, that's the opposite of sine. What is the opposite of sine? The opposite of sine, it is 1 over sine. Keep it this way. Now when they say the cosecant of 60, they want 1 over sine of 60. Now that's where you need your calculator. 1 over sine of 60. Easy as that. Don't waste your time. That gives you 2 root 3 over 3. Boom. There you go. 2 root 3 over 3. You see that? Easy. And then you get to this part that says cotangent of 45 degrees. There, what are you going to do? You go to your calculator. You want to get 1 over the tangent of 45. You get 1. And then you put it like that. So there you get 1 multiplied by the square sine of 45. Now here you want to make sure that the square appears. So you put a square there and then you go to your calculator. You are looking now for the sine of 45. So you're going to say sine 45, that is root 2 over 2. Now you come back here, you're going to say root 2 over 2 inside those brackets. See how easy is that? Don't struggle, guys. Come on. Now what happens? You have a situation whereby you have this and this. So we'll get to that. Let me put it this way. I want you to say root 3, right, multiplied by 2 root 3. This is a monomial. Easy. Now 1 multiplied by any figure, it is as it is, right? It doesn't change a lot of things. So I'm going to leave it like that here. And then here I'm going to have what is it? Root 2 over 2, which is this bracket here. But then because it's raised to 2, I'm going to write it 2 times. Root 2 over 2, like that. We're good. So now what happens here? What happens is that when you multiply 2 roots together, the roots fall off. Same thing applies here. When you multiply these roots, the roots will fall off. So you have 2 multiplied by 3 because the roots fell off this way, right? And then below here, we have 2 root 2 multiplied by root 2 is 2. And if you don't believe me, use your calculator there to check it out. You're going to say root 2 multiplied by root 2. The roots will fall off. That is 2, right? So which means here, when you multiply this root 2 with this root 2, the answer is 2. Now when you multiply this 2 with this 2, the answer is 4. Now look at what we have there and keep it like that. I want to take it upwards here, right? We have 2 times 3, which is 6, right, above there. And then we have 2 over 4. Now I'm going to move this thing from where it is and put it nicely. This is 6. The division line means divided by this fraction here, which is 2 over 4. But then remember, we don't want to divide fractions. So this changes into a multiplication. And this part here becomes what? 4 over 2. We flip it around. Now that means I have 6 times 4 over 2. I want to make this 6 a fraction. Now 6 times 4, that is 24. 1 times 2, that is 2. Now 24 over 2, that is 12. Easy as that. See how nice is that? Now there you have more or less 12 marks answered in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 30 seconds, plus the introduction. And here's the outro. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and forward the video to other people who may need it. Goodbye.